Hello, my name is Tally, and I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. Hopefully, you're having a good day the day you come across this reading. I'm just pulling some cards for you to see what messages come out today. Hopefully, you're enjoying, well, it's winter. I don't know if you noticed my shirt. Hopefully, wherever you are in the world, you can enjoy this weather. I don't know what kind of weather you get, but we have, snowy weather here, cold weather here. I'm in Canada, so. All right. Now I'm going to get 3 from this deck. I just need a couple more cards here for you, Pisces. Yeah, I was feeling like wearing the winter shirt, and I was feeling the winter vibes. This morning I was thinking of winter, and actually in my meditation, this is kind of weird. Maybe this applies to the reading in some way, because I'm feeling the need to now talk about it. While we're waiting for, there's the last card. Which actually, one of these cards kind of looks like my okay, this is weird. Okay, so in the meditation, and we'll see how this plays out in the reading or if it does at all, but there was this movie, and I don't, if you know the name of the movie, you can put it in the comments below, but there was this movie that was about this woman and this baby, and they got stranded on the side of the highway, and it was like blizzarding out, it was snowy and cold, and she had like a brand new baby, and she ended up making like kind of like a fort, or kind of like a snow, I don't know, it wasn't like an igloo, but it was like something where she and her baby could kind of like nestle inside to try and stay warm from the elements. And she was like feeding her baby, like I think she was still breastfeeding, and so she was just trying to conserve, everything she had, and she was, just gradually trying to feed her baby and keep her baby safe. So it was like, I don't even know what movie that was. It was probably so way back in the day, because I don't know. But that's what I was thinking of when I was or that's what came to me when I was meditating. And first card out for you, Pisces, we got this card, which to me kind of looks like the scenery. It's the Purity card in the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. And look at how it's like white and like snow, and like that's in that movie. It was like pure white out. Like there was snow everywhere. Like you couldn't even see the highway, I don't think. Like, that's just interesting. And just the way the person in this card, like they've got kind of like, I don't know if you can see it there, she's got kind of like a scarf, a white scarf or something over her eyes. So maybe you have been in survival mode. Maybe survival mode has sort of like cloaked something over your eyes, or over your intuition, over your, what you, the ability to see, right? It's sort of restricted your ability to see. And then in the background here, there's somebody sort of like, yeah, I don't know, maybe that other person will come to light later on, but that's sort of interesting how that happened. So to clarify the Purity card, actually, we got the 9 of Wands. So, yeah, I'm feeling like this is that survival mode. Like, maybe you've been in survival mode in terms of like your relationships. Maybe you've felt like, maybe you've had like not a whole, like, I'm just thinking about the meditation, like not a whole lot of energy, not a, conserving every little drop of water, every little, resource that you have. And so maybe you just haven't had a lot to give to relationships, or projects, or whatever situation this is. You haven't had a lot of energy to give. And maybe you're just sort of like, really trying to protect whatever you had left. Like, like I'm just thinking about the protection of that little baby, like whatever that little baby resembles for you, like she was just hardcore trying to protect her baby and make sure her baby survived, So just being very protective of something, whatever that baby resembles. Maybe it's protective of yourself. Maybe it's that inner child. If it's not something outside of you, maybe it's maybe it's like the last little thing that's left that you have to kind of hold on to. And maybe it is the most important. Like, I just think, I'm a mother, and, our children are so important to us, right? They're one of the most important things in our life. And so I don't know why I picked these cards up first or next. so maybe I'm supposed to go here next. So we got out the Magician card. And clarifying the Magician card, we got the Two of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like this is saying like manifesting options. Maybe you're currently manifesting some options, or you want to manifest options, or maybe there's going to be two options. Like when this card first came out, which I try not to look at the cards until after because I don't want to get the messages ahead of time. But I did hear options when this card came out. So maybe, and it's funny because now we were talking about the baby. Oh, I don't know if you can see in this card. This guy in this card has got two babies, one on each hip. So, yeah, I'm assuming it's a guy, but maybe it's a girl. Actually, maybe it's a girl. I don't know why I saw a guy. And one of them looks like it's breastfeeding now, so maybe it's a girl. Just maybe I thought it was a guy because no shirt, but like I think it's just a lady breastfeeding then. Sorry, I just like length of hair doesn't matter to me. It could be a guy even if their hair is long. So so I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe you got two babies left or two things that are sort of like you're still nurturing, that you're maybe focused on trying to manifest. Maybe you want both of these things, or maybe you're going to have two options, like say a past person come back and a new person. Or two jobs, however this applies to you. These babies are like energies, right? So two things, two options. So next we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And clarifying that, we're getting the Eight of Cups. So yeah, maybe deciding not to be on your own anymore, not, deciding to make a commitment to somebody or decide on a certain area, which is then going to, take some of your energy, right? Or you're deciding to give your energy to something and not keep it all to yourself, right? You're gonna start distributing some of these coins to somebody in your life or something, some situation. You're deciding not to be on your own anymore. You're deciding to maybe let in an option, or you're deciding to pick one of the options. That's what I feel like that is saying. Now, I wonder if, so maybe I should go here because I grabbed it next. We have the abundance card coming out. So this woman is just surrounded by nature. So yeah, like in the wilderness, like I'm feeling like when you were in that survival mode, maybe you collected a lot of, I want to say, wisdom, or maybe you collected a lot of experiences. Maybe you went through a lot, and like I just see her as sort of like, she's so in tune to her surroundings. She's so, like, she's transformed into this, like, she's a part of the earth. She's part of nature. She's, and she has this sort of like quiet wisdom behind that stare, where she sort of realizes a lot of things. So maybe that's where, this is going, this is leading to. And maybe the reason why it hasn't, because this is the Wheel of Fortune card in reverse. So maybe this hasn't completely happened yet, or manifested yet, or maybe you're still in survival mode. So I feel like the last but not least card that came out, this is the Daughter of Cups, or the Page of Cups. And to me, this card is like, always signifies emotion, like, just because there's a waterfall in this card. And to me, it just says, you need to let yourself feel something. So maybe you've been stuffing down your feelings to be strong, to, push through whatever situations you've had to go through. And maybe that's ultimately holding on to the past, right? Because if we're not expressing our emotions, so I have this belief that if you don't express your emotions, if you don't allow yourself to feel things as they happen and as they occur, then these emotions don't just evaporate like water, They actually, because our bodies actually are mostly made up of water, right? They just sort of stay in there and swirl around and, find places to hide and come out, and like awful diseases and, or they, create triggers within us. So, and then that affects our current relationships or our current, say, jobs or careers. So like, whatever it is that you haven't felt yet, or you're avoiding to feel, or that you're stuffing down, or that you have stuffed down from the past that maybe you don't even realize. Maybe that's why you're in this survival mode, is because maybe you haven't let it out. Maybe you haven't. I think it's just really important to allow ourselves to feel things as they happen. And I mean, there's a lot of reasons why we don't. I think, you know, a lot of times we're told when we're younger, you know, that we shouldn't be feeling a certain way. And it may be, you know, great for whoever told you that in the circumstance, you know, to just sort of get through whatever was happening. But in the end, we shouldn't actually be behaving that way, right? We should allow ourselves, whoa, this reading is like super long. I must be just like blah 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 blah. Anyways, I think you get what I'm saying. I think you just need to allow yourself to feel something so that you can come out of survival mode. You can manifest what you want, these two options that you, maybe your two babies, your two, maybe they're actual babies, I don't know. But I think that's what needs to happen in order for things to happen. So hopefully this helped you, Pisces, in some way. Until next time, see you.